Hi, in this video we're going to learn 5 super common, super essential words in English. By using these words, I mean super common, I mean they're used most of the time by English speakers. For example, if I want to speak English, these words are the use that I'm definitely going to use, at least 3 to 4 of them in 3 minutes or like 4 minutes of speaking. That's exactly why with learning them, you will become a lot more fluent and you will sound a lot more fluent. These words are very relatable. This makes it much easier for you guys to have them in your mind for a longer time. And there are different parts of speech. I mean, we have adjective, we have noun, we have verb, we have opposite synonym. So without further ado, without wasting time, let's just get through the lesson. The first word is discuss. What? Discuss. Yeah, we discuss something, right? To talk about something with someone. To talk about something with someone, especially to share ideas and solve problems. We usually discuss something to talk about something that we want to improve, something that we want to share our ideas on, some topics that we want to share our thoughts and ideas on. It's kind of like a positive conversation that you have with someone in order to figure out what's wrong and fix it, or just to make things better, to share your ideas on that particular thing and to make it better if you can. So you're discussing that. You're trying to figure out the ways with your friend maybe, or with whoever you're talking to. You're trying to figure out the ways to solve problems, share ideas. So it's a positive and effective kind of conversation and talking. Let's check the examples. They discussed their weekend plans over dinner. They discussed their weekend plans over dinner. Over dinner means that while they were eating dinner. Discuss a plan? Exactly. When you discuss a plan, for example, if two people are discussing their plans, they're talking about how to do that, and they're sharing their ideas, and they're like checking if there's any problems to solve it. They're having this effective and beneficial and positive conversation about how to figure this out, They're just like sharing their thoughts and ideas on that topic. Maybe they want to make a decision together, and that's why they're discussing it, because they want to share their ideas on that. They want to solve the problems, the potential problems that might happen. They want to figure things out, and that's why they're discussing their plans, their weekend plans. Here it means that they're talking about how they can have their weekends and where they want to go. For example, they're sharing thoughts and they want to solve problem, and it's positive. So we're guessing that they say where they want to go or how they want to go there, the things that they need to take with themselves to have a good weekend, so that they don't need anything and they don't have it. They're sharing their thoughts in order to have a better weekend and better planning for their weekend. And that's a positive conversation they're having about their weekend plans. Let's discuss the project in the meeting tomorrow. Let's discuss the project in the meeting tomorrow. Discuss a project? What does that mean? That you want to make sure that that project goes well, and you both do it properly and correctly. So for that matter, you have to discuss it. You need to discuss that project. You need to both share your ideas on how to make that project better in a way that it goes well, in a way that everything's set and everything is okay on that project. So you're sharing your thoughts on it, and you are finding if there is any problems to solve. We need to discuss how to improve the class schedule. Schedule is a plan. It's kind of like a plan, okay? So we need to discuss how to improve the class schedule. We need to discuss how to improve the class schedule. We usually discuss how to do something because it's about solving problems and improving something. We usually discuss how to do something, how to improve, for example, how to improve the class schedule, the plan. Discuss how to do something is that we talk about it, we share our thoughts and ideas that we have on that topic. Discussing the schedule, the class schedule together. You're trying to find out what's the best for you guys to do at what time. So you're discussing your class schedule. The next word is an adjective, expressive. Expressive. When something is expressive, it's showing a lot of emotions. It's just showing emotions, feelings, thoughts. It's showing. The focus is on the showing part. So it's basically showing emotions, feelings, and thoughts about something. So when something is expressive, is showing emotions, thoughts, feelings, and whatever. Here it says that her face is very expressive when she's happy. A face can be expressive. That's a very common way to use expressive. When a face is expressive, is very active and good and showing different feelings and in their face. Here it means that when she's happy, her face is in a way that shows her happiness. For example, she has a big smile when she's happy. So we say that her face is an expressive face when she's happy. For example, my friend is very good at expressing herself, or my friend is an expressive person. Or here it says she has an expressive way of telling stories. When you have an expressive way of doing something, it means that in that thing, you're really good at showing your feelings and thoughts. You're expressing them. You show them with your body language, with your facial expressions, whatever. You're good at showing that. Focuses on the showing part. So when you have an expressive face, you show your emotions and your thoughts. Here it says the painting was very expressive of deep sadness. For example, an artwork can be expressive of some emotion or some thought. For example, here it says the painting was expressive of deep sadness. For example, is a picture of a girl crying, or a song. As I said, an artwork can be expressive of some emotion. Her songs are expressive of love, for example. That means that her songs are very, very powerful in showing the emotion and feeling of love. Or we can say she has an expressive way of singing her songs. It means that she's very powerful in showing and representing her emotions and feelings and thoughts in her songs. The next word is communication, is the noun form of communicate. But what it means to communicate, what it means communication. Communication is the act of sharing information. Whatever that is, when you're sharing information, you're communicating with someone. When you're sharing any type of information, you're having a communication, and this is called communication. So we have different types and ways of communication, but basically communication means the act of sharing information or ideas. Here it says good communication is important in a relationship. Good communication. What does that mean? So when you're in a relationship with someone, it's important that you share information in a good way, in a way that it works well. So here it says technology makes communication easier and faster. Here by technology means, for example, the way you can use your phone or your computer to communicate with people. You can just text your friend instead of going to her house and visit her, which takes longer. The teacher focused on improving communication skills. We have communication skills, which is a very common way of using communication. Well, we have communication skills means when you have communication skills, these are the abilities to properly communicate with someone, to properly and in a good way share information, share ideas, and communicate with someone, to talk with someone and share your thoughts and ideas and information, whatever. To communicate with them in a good way means that you have communication skills and you're good at it. So here it says The teacher focused on improving communication skills well, for a teacher, because she wants to teach, it's very important to have communication skills. It's really important to be able to share information properly. It's really important to know how to share information in a good way. So she needs to have communication skills. So here it says the teacher focused on improving communication skills and be better at sharing knowledge, information, and ideas and whatever to maybe her students. Number 4 is converse. Converse is a verb, and converse basically means to talk to someone. That's right, to talk to someone. That is when you converse with someone. And we have the noun form of converse, which is conversation. Conversation and having a conversation is a very, very, very common way of using this. When you have conversation with someone, basically it means that you talk with that person. You just talk to someone. You usually have conversations with your friends, with your colleagues, with your teachers. You talk to them. You converse with them. Here it says to talk with someone. For example, she conversed about their future plans over dinner. It's easy to converse with people who share your interests. When someone shares your interests, it means that they have the same interests as you have. You guys have same interests, so you can talk about them. It's easy to converse with people who share your interests. Yes, exactly. It's easier. When you don't share any interests with someone, it's harder to get to know them and to communicate with each other, to converse with each other. So it's easier to converse with people who share same interests as you. He enjoys conversing with his neighbors. You can enjoy talking to someone. You can enjoy conversing with someone. For example, I love or I enjoy conversing with my brother. The first 4 words were about communicating, expressing, talking, sharing your thoughts, ideas. But the last word is about not to do that, not to talk, and to stop talking. It's also very common and it's used frequently in English. It's silence. Silence. Silence is a verb. And it means to stop someone from talking or making noise or making voice. It's just you stop them. For example, we have this very, very common phrase to silence your phone. Well, your phone doesn't speak, so you know that here it means to stop it from making noise. So when you silence your phone, you make sure that there is no noise coming out of that. Here it says, she silenced the crowd with her powerful speech. When you have a powerful speech, speech is when you're talking to people. When you talk and when you give a speech, is like you're talking, maybe you're giving lectures, or you're talking, you're presenting something for many people. Usually for usually a crowd of people. A crowd of people is like a lot of people and they're gathered together, so we say a crowd of people. Your audience that are watching you and they're listening to you, for example, they're talking to each other. But if you have a speech, a lecture, or a presentation that is very powerful, that is when you talk to them in a way that is very powerful and captivating, in a way that attracts their attention, and they just stop talking and they be silenced, and they just pay attention to you to see what you have to say, to listen to you, that means that you had a powerful speech and you were successful in silencing your audience. She silenced the crowd with her powerful speech by giving a very powerful and attractive and captivating and effective speech. She silenced all of her audience and the crowd of people, the people that were listening to her, and they started to listen to her without talking, so they were silenced. As I just mentioned, when you silence your phone, you make sure it doesn't make any noise. So the teacher asked the students to silence their phones. For example, the teacher wants to teach them something and she needs all of her attention. So she says that, guys, please just silence your phone because I'm going to teach you something important. Make sure that your phone doesn't make any noises because if it does, it's going to distract you. And then he tried to silence the rumors, but they continued. Silence the rumors. You know, a rumor, people talk behind your back about something that might be true about you. And he tried to silence the rumors to make them stop talking about him, but they continued. But it didn't work. Rumors continued and they didn't stop. That's it. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell if you want structured and consistent lessons like this. And don't forget that consistency is the only thing that works for fluency. I mean that. No matter what you do, it doesn't work without consistency. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Bye.